Hey, do you see tonight's sunset? Not only was it kind of gorgeous, nice vivid colors there on the horizon, you might have noticed something else kind of interesting out there. These clouds kind of look like jellyfish clouds. That's actually what we call virga. That's actually rain showers falling out of these clouds, but the air's dry, and so the rain evaporates, but as it's evaporating, it creates those little tentacles on the bottom of those clouds. Virga is the official term of that. Libby McClellan and a few others saw those out there, sent me some pictures, so I wanted to explain what that was. Got a cold front moving through the area overnight tonight. That's the first of two. Second one's moving through parts of Kansas, all part of one area of low pressure that's going to be swinging off towards the east-northeast over the next 12 or so hours. These two fronts bring some minor changes to the forecast. If you like today's weather, you're probably going to be just fine tomorrow. Mid to upper 70s, northwest Arkansas, low 80s, just not as warm by 3, 4, maybe 5 degrees. Winds are going to be shifting out of the northwest. Could get up to about 20 or so miles per hour tomorrow. In terms of rain chances, not much to speak of. I did go with about a 10% chance of a couple of spotty showers. There may be just enough moisture that we squeeze out a raindrop or two. By and large, we're going to be dry with this frontal passage. Now, off to the east, they could be looking at some strong to severe thunderstorms central and eastern Arkansas. We do have a very low level 1. That's out of 5. Potential for eastern Johnson, far northeastern Logan County. I'll tell you, I think there's a decent chance the Storm Prediction Center actually shifts that back off towards the east with their next update, which is overnight. Tonight, rain chances are pretty much at a minimum. We're going to keep drying things out over the next several days. Our next best chance of rain, Monday of next week. Even then, it's not a very impressive chance at all. Storm Prediction Center, Climate Prediction Center also telling us, yeah, you've got some dry weather right now, but there are some decent odds that the second half of April are probably going to be a little bit wetter. Those April showers coming back for a large chunk of Oklahoma and Arkansas, pretty much what you would expect this time of the year, right? So not necessarily a surprise, but what they're noting here with this outlook is the odds are actually a little bit above normal for this time of the year. So I do think we're drying things out, but rain chance is probably going to be back to the forecast, and I do have some of that coming up in your 10-day forecast. I got a little sniffles going on right now. Maybe you do too. It's grass in the medium category, grass pollen that is. Tree pollen remains high. Mold right now in the low category, but our friends over at Hedberg Allergy and Asthma Clinic, I suspect with their next air sampling, they're probably going to increase that mold. They could, just given how much rain we saw last week. Northwest Arkansas, our 10-day forecast shows our chance of rain tomorrow only about 10%. Look, I think the weather the next several days is going to be quite nice. Friday's a little bit cooler. Highs won't make it out of the 60s, but by this weekend, goodness gracious, if you don't have plans, you got to get out and about. Saturday's great. Sunday's even better, albeit you should know that Sunday's forecast, while it is going to be warm up to about 80 degrees, it's going to get breezy out there. Those wind gusts on Sunday could reach about 35 miles per hour. It's that southerly wind. That's why it's going to be as warm as it is. We do have that next front on Monday. It's only going to bring about a 20% chance of some scattered showers. It does drop the temperatures back into the mid-70s for many of us. And then there you find that increased chance of rain. Right now, next Wednesday, next Thursday, Friday, no one day looks to be any more impressive of a chance than the other. But I think that's that active pattern starting to shape back up that the Weather Prediction Center is kind of pinpointing with that outlook there. So really a pretty classic spring-like forecast. It's going to be nice and comfortable the next several days. Dry weather, and goodness gracious, after last week, I think we've earned it.
We need it.
Our mud is finally starting to dry out. My backyard is anyways.
Oh, yeah.
Grass is coming up green. Guess how many burn bans there are right now?
0, I hope.
A big old fat 0
Yeah.
on the burn ban map. Hopefully it stays that way. We got what we needed in terms of rainfall. Probably a little bit too much at times with that flooding,
exactly,
but nice weather to enjoy for the
And
next
maybe a
several
little
days.
bit of drought, better drought conditions.
We will
as
get
well.
a brand new drought monitor tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Yep.
Let's see how that goes.
Remind me to show you that tomorrow.
Okay, that's right. Scott, thanks.